Man, I gained 10 pounds eating the red and the green M&Ms, bro. I gained 10 pounds so quick with all I'll chop it up today. How you brothers been for the week, man?
Oh, we've been good, man. We've been
good.
Yeah. We can't ignore the ratings. I mean, this light skin thing is working for me and Derik.
I heard it's on market. Where do we start?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend, and ring that bell and make comments. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And these four brothers will get back to you. My brothers from another mother, man. I haven't seen you guys in a minute, man. Talk to me. How you feeling? What's up with you, Derik?
Hey, man, I'm all good. Just taking a slow motion, one day at a time, so to speak. Enjoying this weather today, man. I hope we can keep this going and string a few more of these together. Nice mild weather, so I'm happy for that. Just spending a lot of time with the family, of course. Got my boys now into exercise. So now, the kids don't really get too much exercise. COVID just kind of erased 2 years out of them, you know what I mean? So I was hoping, like, the way I had it planned in my mind, like maybe they could get into a sport or maybe they could do some other stuff. And, I guess we just lost 2 years, So now they're 13 and 11. And I don't know, maybe somebody else could hear me, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I waited too long or something because maybe I lost 2 years, maybe it's too late for me to get into a sport. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting more into exercise, so I'm taking them to the side and just kind of getting them to do their push-ups and their sit-ups, start taking fitness to get seriously, and just getting used to moving and everything. So we've been doing pretty good with that, last few days. We took a couple of days off. I let them relax a little bit. It's a shame though, man. The boys couldn't do 10 push-ups, man. I remember when I was that age, that was it, but I didn't want, I guess I'm just trying to get them into into the right frame of mind, so just get used to it. So other than that, man, that's it,
That's good, man. Listen, man, I got kids that got cholesterol. They 10. These fat little got fat fucking thumbs. These fucking fat ass fucking little kids, man. I'm serious, man. I'm glad you're working these kids out.
Yeah, man,
niggas got blood pressure pills. You know what I'm saying? You got blood pressure pills. You 10. What is it? Algebra stress? They got high. Sweating. You see the salt all on their shirt. Like that's when you get older, you see a salt. They got salt and shit, man.
Hey man, I feel you, but that's it though, because I'm looking. It was so easy for us to just kind of go outside. There were a million kids outside, and I'm looking for the kids in the daytime. Like, where they at? They're not nowhere, man.
They don't ride bikes. You don't see bike crews anywhere.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
shit, man.
Oh man, must have been about 10 of us, man. We'd be all over the place riding bikes, man. We were everywhere.
Yeah. We didn't have the iPhone then. That's why.
No,
yeah.
They can't play tag. They got a shape. Can't hide.
Derik, you play handball? You play handball, Derik?
Of course, handball.
Take them today.
Handball is what you played while the basketball court was full. All right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Derik, get them on that handball court, man.
Yeah, we gotta find one. We live in the suburbs, man. Come on.
Go to Massapequa, man. Go to John J. Burns. Go to Massapequa.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I bet you they got that shit in Wine Dance.
The Brooklyn of Nassau County.
Brownsville.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything's good though, fellas, man. It's the highlight of my week, as I always say. I'm glad to see y'all. Glad to be with you, man. So let's have a good show, everybody. Thanks for showing up, everybody, as well.
Yeah.
So what's happening, man? Rob, what's going on with you, man? What's happening, Rodney?
Not much. I'm with you on the weather. I was enjoying the weather today. I got a little upset. I was leaving the gym today, and I decided to get my wife's car washed, right? So I pull into this car wash that's kind of by the gym. I pull in, and all of a sudden, I noticed that a car wash, and I'm not exaggerating, the car wash was $35.
Oh, no.
God damn.
And when I saw that, I looked over my shoulder to see if there was a car behind me because I was going to back the fuck out. And I said, no, I'm serious. And there was a car behind me, and then there was another one behind him. And I was like, I said, I don't want to pay $35 for a car wash.
I'm
This
with
is
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
This inflation thing is really getting out of hand.
Yeah, everybody riding the coattails. Yeah.
Yeah, people taking advantage. People taking
Yeah,
advantage.
no question.
So I wound up going through the car wash or whatever, and I'm not lying. When that car came out the other end and they pulled it over to the side and started drying it, I didn't even know it was our car. I was like, yo, they cleaned the shit out that car.
$35.
Yeah, for $35, they should have gave me new tires and everything too.
That's not bad.
Yeah. But that inflation thing, it's just getting out of control.
What up, Mo?
Hey Monique, how you doing? But you know, me and my family, we've been bowling this week too, you know.
Thank you.
And I missed that one.
Sure,
But
what
you
up?
know, we went bowling this week.
Nice.
And you know, kids think they can bowl, but
Mo.
they're not taking into consideration that the rails were up. You know.
Oh.
I'm the only one bowling without using the rails. You know, so I'm about to beat you. You know, you can't beat me. You using the rails. You know? But yeah, I realize you got to teach these kids. You got to teach these kids like competition, the real competition.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. You know, me and my wife, we're always competitive with each other. I don't know where that comes from.
Participation prizes, man, or something. You know. Yeah.
And I always
good competition is good, man.
Yeah, competition is good. Me and my wife always compete with each other, and I always kick her ass all the time.
But he whispering though.
I'm whispering.
Right. We see that.
Yeah. But other than that, man, everything is good. I got nothing else to report. Everything is real good.
Oh man, that's one sport I can't play is bowling, man.
Bowling? You would consider bowling really a sport, though?
No, you could do it drunk.
Yeah.
Anything you can do drunk, exactly.
It's not a sport.
If you can do it drunk or you can do it out of shape, it's not a sport.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's like
That's a good point.
bowling is moving spades. You can do both drunk and be fat.
Yeah.
Andy Wings.
Bowling is like white people Scully. Remember we used to play Scully?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. But the thing is, like I seen bowling tournaments, these guys like they make a lot of money doing that with all these advertising, marketing, or whatever. But it's clearly not a sport. But they'll call it a sport in a minute. But it's not.
It's a psychological thing, though. I mean, because you look at them pins, you like something should knock it down. But the reality of it is, yo, you missed that joint by this much, it's standing.
Yeah.
Now, what they can do with that ball is crazy, though. I gotta admit.
Yeah, I give him credit. It's a skill to it, but
it is.
It is. And then left-handed people are better bowlers than right-handed people.
I can see that.
Serious?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Yes. Seems like pitching. Seems like pitching, just the way it goes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like that's another position you play on the field where you can be out of shape. Pitching.
Nah, man. I pitched. My fat ass got hurt.
Do you want me to respond to that, D?
CC. There's a lot of fat motherfuckers, right? David Wells, right?
David Wells was a great pitcher, and he was out of shape. That's
out of shape. He's out of shape.
Him and CC, right?
Yeah, CC Sebastian. That's right.
Yeah.
They can't play other positions on the field. They can't play in the field.
No, CC could hit, bro.
But I'm talking about playing field position.
CC was better when he was big, though. He lost a lot of weight and he fell off.
Nah, CC. Well, what CC played in sports, he could play in college when he's in high school. He could play, bro. He could play, but he got bigger. I mean, in baseball, they want to save your arm. They want you to get hurt, so he can't play in other positions.
MLB is playing itself right now, D. You know it.
Bro, I know it all the way around. That's on there. That's gonna be their loss of these new fans.
No question.
I saw CC Sebastian in an interview, and he said the reason he's overweight is because all he eats is Captain Crunch. I said, bullshit. You eat more than Captain Crunch, my dude.
He has a cereal addiction. He a vegan now. You see how he look now?
No, I haven't seen him.
CC is Diesel.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
He's Diesel, man.
Simone check it out. She said some people think that golf isn't a real sport.
Nah, golf is hard as fuck. Golf is hard. It's not.
You think golf's a sport, D?
No, what I'm saying, golf is hard.
Okay.
Next to baseball, that's the hardest sport for any of us to grab onto. I'm dead ass serious. I tried. I thought Tiger Woods hit a ball 200 yards. I said, man, I'm hitting balls in college 450, 440. Man, I got on that shit. I was hitting that. It's so much to that golf. Trying to hit that golf ball, man. That shit is hard.
Technique.
No, don't get me wrong. He's right. There's technique to hitting that ball like freaking almost half a mile. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely technique to it, but I don't consider that a sport, though.
Oh man, I can't watch golf to save my life, bro.
No, it's boring as hell to me.
If Tiger's in it, I can watch it. If Tiger's in it, I can watch it.
Fuck Tiger. I don't watch no Orioles.
No, you don't, because you don't like that he married to the white woman at one point.
I
That's what it was.
No. Before even married to the white woman.
Oh,
Don't break no news on this channel. Don't break no news, brother.
Here comes the scroll. We start early.
No. What I'm saying with Tiger, anytime somebody deny that they black and they look just like us, that motherfucker's same complexion as Rodney.
I feel you. I agree with that.
I don't care about his marriage.
I'm just talking about his skill. I mean, all that other stuff, you know.
I want him to lose every time he came out.
Collarblanese or whatever he said.
He rolls with Trump. I want Tiger Woods to lose.
You go down the Jersey Turnpike with a nice car, they'll show you about Collarblanese.
Exactly. Swimming is a sport.
Swimming is a sport, without a doubt.
Swimming. What I think is the biggest ripoff out of all of them between bowling is car racing. That's engineering.
I don't think diving is a sport.
I think this is the thing with I think diving is no joke though.
We're not saying it's not a joke, but it ain't no sport.
And as far as the cars are concerned, I just give people credit. They watch a car go around a circle for 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see how they do it, but
real Carson fan try to explain to me. It's about the G-forces, all that stuff. I'm saying, bro.
I can't see the G-force though.
Me either. And I know you gotta grip the car and all those other. I'm like, I get it, but it's about who got the bigger bank makes the better car.
But pole position won't fly at the arcade back in the day.
You gotta see how tight them dudes be up on each other, man. If you don't know, man,
I get that though. I get that with the wind.
Kill himself out there, bro.
Puerto Ricans drive like that in the Bronx.
he gonna get that scroll. He gonna get that scroll. He aiming for it early. He want to get out the way. He want to get out the way. He want to start a new record.
We live in New York. There's a whole bunch of brown people. We can go down the list. They drive
like no. Please don't go down the list.
Don't do the list. Don't take the list.
Don't go down the list. Because what's gonna happen? At one point of the list is gonna make me jump in, and we both get the scroll.
It's the people to wear these things with the minivan.
Don't D. I'm asking you. I'm asking you, D. Please.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving everybody.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
Most of NASCAR in a real sport is just driving around the circle.
Yo, Rod, we got to come up with a scroll warning. We got to come up with a scroll warning where it start flashing when you don't scroll.
Like, that's a good idea, Kelvin.
Yeah,
like a warning thing for him. We got to talk. I got to send my agent to talk to Jamie about that.
Yeah, like this. Here come the scroll.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying, man.
When he starts getting into the red.
Yeah, man.
Uber drivers on the Caribbean.
Oh, here we go. He's not gonna stop.
I'm just saying.
He's going for it. He's going for the record.
I'm just saying. We got people that can drive like that.
And then he doubled down on it when he said, "I'm just saying." Like,
and you know what's so funny? He won't even say no disrespect.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He just coming straight out with it.
He got too much pride for that. He got too much pride for that.
Because you know why? He means disrespect. That's why.
No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm serious. Go ahead. Man.
All right. Well, let me say how things been going for me. First of all, let me shout out Marsha. She's home recovering. So everybody, she's a loyal Let's Chop It Up listener. So
shout out to Marsha.
Give it up to Marsha. I want to also say I had a funeral to go to this past Saturday. So that was tough. My nephew flew home. He's now going back. So I took him to the airport at 4 this morning. So I've been up since 4, but you know how it is. You know how we do. So I've been up since 4. And this week I had a echocardiogram and a stress test, which I cannot stand. And they put you, if you've ever had it, oh man, I'm telling you. I had one. First of all, I was lost in the hospital for a half hour before I could find a place. Because for some reason, I thought the people in the hospital would know where certain things are in the hospital, but apparently that's
what hospital do you go to, bro? Jamaica?
Columbia Presbyterian. Columbia. Yo, no. That would have been stressful just hearing about that. But Columbia Presbyterian, and it's so big. And I'm like, where do I go? Lady's like, oh, I'll check you in. Just go to the 4th floor. She didn't tell me that there's 10 buildings with a 4th floor, and I got to find all this. You know what I'm saying? So the lady, by the time I did find the right place, I was stressed already. But they, I got on, and they was like, last time you did this was 2016. You was able to stay on here for 12 minutes. This, then, the third. So I did like 13 minutes and stuff like that. She's like, you did it longer than most men your age. I'm like, true. You know what I'm saying? But the doctors come in trying to distract you. Now we're going to ask you to stay on another minute after that minute. You think you can do one more minute? I'm like, this. You know, but no, it was good though. You know, everybody that doesn't go to the doctor, especially dudes, we got to get there. You know, we got to do our thing. So, hopefully,
very good, Kelvin. I'm glad that because you know there's two types of stress tests.
Yeah.
There's the one when you're in shape, and there's the one when you're out of shape.
Yeah.
You know what the out of shape one is, right?
What's that? Is that the one where they give you the dye?
What they do is you lay down and they shoot the adrenaline in.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
Dude, come on. That was me.
They said like he's the victim. Yeah, it happened to me.
No, they didn't. No, when I had to get the stents, that's what they had to do. They tried me on the treadmill, and it's like, no way. It feel like you're having a straight heart attack.
Correct. If you're not conditioned for the treadmill, right, they're going to give you the adrenaline test where you lay down. Yeah, but I'm glad to hear you were standing up.
Yeah. I try to do my thing, but you know, I'm gonna say this. One of the flaws of my doctor, and I want to have to check his credentials. Because I don't care what it is. Dude was like, you know, at this stage of your life, you know, you need to get the prostate exam more regularly. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'll make an appointment. No, I can do it right now. I'm like, this. like
it's different now, though. It's different.
Don't nobody need no impromptu prostate exam.
Nah, they do it different now.
Brother, let me die, brother.
No, they have a different one now. I did it with the blood. You must have a different kind of doctor.
Let me tell you something. I had a doctor one time in Valley Stream. I don't care what it was. My man was trying to do that. I'm like, oh, Dr. Cohen, my ankle hurt. Oh, turn around. I'm like, my man. I'm like,
yo, and it's always the guys with the biggest hands, man.
That's what I started to question my man. I don't care what it is. Yeah, my eye hurt. You know what it is?
Turn around.
Oh, man.
So when I look at everything,
it's like catcher's mitts.
Yo, word up. My doctor was 6'3". He did that first time I got the prostate. It was like this big, man. His hands was like, yo, Damon, let me go. And it was like,
Shauna said she did the lay down one.
Huh?
Shauna says she does the lay down one.
Yeah, yo, Shauna, yo, listen. But here go the thing, though.
Lean back.
Because my lungs were still messed up from COVID. I had to do the lay down one. But then when I got the stents and they had to just make sure I could get off it, I had to do the test last year. I had to run like you, Kelvin, for that long. My fat ass was huffing and puffing, sweating. I left that joint wet like I was Patrick Ewing at the free throw line.
Correct.
And that joint messed up, man.
And you know the funny thing is, you leave there sweaty like you're just coming from the gym. They don't even got a shower for you.
No towel, no
towel, nothing. Not even a paper towel.
It is foul. It is foul. Yeah. It is foul. But D, what's up with you, man? What's going on with you?
Man, not much, man. Just dealing with musty ass middle school, after school program I got, man. These kids smell like fucking hot dog water and fucking neck bones and shit. Like, parents, wash your kids up, man. I'm serious. Like, just give them some soap, put a little deodorant, save the world. Save the fucking world. Like this talking about global warming in the air. It's for these fucking musty ass middle school kids. These motherfuckers smell horrible,
it gets away from them at that point. They don't realize it.
What is come on? In our era, I think we used to wear a little London fog, you know, little Muslim oils.
Let me tell you something, D. We used to take kids to the camp in the church van. They come out of whichever camp, you could see the funk. It was green. It's a mist. And don't dare put on the air conditioner in the van, like thinking that's gonna get rid of it. It circulates then. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Facts, no right. Facts.
Yeah, when they coming of age,
deal with it, man.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's real. Man. But one thing I did, I just finished watching today was fun. I was watching Earthquake, and he was talking about the prostate. The Earthquake special, I'm telling y'all, it's hilarious. It's gonna be the most funny 35 minutes.
The Netflix one's out already?
Yeah, it's out.
It is hilarious.
I'm gonna watch it after the show.
Motherfucker talking about all that shit we talking about, that man shit. He's talking about all that shit.
So he was ready for it. He was ready for his opportunity.
Oh, he killed. Every time I saw him, every time I saw him, he killed.
Earthquake is the truth.
Earthquake is the truth, man. Word up. What you say?
I do not play high by high. You hit you with the clap.
They clap with that shit and they grab shit out the air. What the fuck is in the air?
Shauna said y'all need to make them personal care kits.
We do, Shauna. I gotta, Shauna, Shauna know the budget. Shauna used to get money off my budget.
The thing is, You can give out care kits. They have to use them.
They have
That's
to
the
care.
thing.
They have to care about the care kit.
Yeah.
No, let me
yeah.
tell you something. I almost made this kid take his feet off one time. I was not having it. Like, oh no. You're gonna take them off and send it to the cleaners. Because this don't make
It
no
don't make no
sense.
sense,
Yeah.
man. It's horrible, man. Like, God damn, this kid glass is dirty. Like, damn, man. And they got nice claws and shit. Motherfucker,
Yeah.
nice claw and all that kind of shit. He looking
why
fresh. Like, what
That's
the
why his
fuck?
grades is poor, because he can't see shit.
And he a bully, funky ass little funky
Oh.
bully, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, because they ain't got to touch you to
No,
intimidate you.
all the kids are scared of him because they want to get touched.
Hey,
So
Kelvin.
you lose. You smell like that, man. You know,
Send
me-
never lose.
Send me Marsha's information. We're going to send her a gift from Let's Chop It Up. All right.
Oh, man.
Nice,
Thanks a
Marsha.
lot.
What up, Marsha? Feel better,
Thanks,
Marsha.
right.
Yeah, get well, Marsha. We don't want nothing to happen to you.
That's right.
Word up, word up.
Throw your M up.
You end up on Marsha. Let me see. Let's what we got going on here, man. First topic of the day from my man producer Jamie in the background. Pushes. Oh yeah, the black people, man. Out, you know what's going on in Afghanistan with this about to be World War III thing. Black people.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm about to say them too.
Well,
Breaking out all over the world.
That's what I get for talking about them brown people driving. They was in my tongue.
Yeah.
But now,
Ukraine.
how Ukraine, man? They're not letting black people in Poland. Jamie, play the video for us, please.
Begin in the nation's capital, where the federal government has expressed displeasure at the reported incidents of the mistreatment of some Nigerian nationals attempting to flee Ukraine. In a statement on Twitter, the president's office said Ukrainian police and security personnel had reportedly refused to allow Nigerians to board buses and trains heading towards the Ukraine-Poland border. The statement said one group of Nigerian students who had been repeatedly refused entry into Poland had concluded that they had no choice but to travel again across Ukraine and attempt to exit the country via the border with Hungary. President Buhari's office urged that all foreign nationals trying to cross over to Poland should be treated with dignity and without favor. A total of 4,000 Nigerian citizens are still stranded in Ukraine.
First of all, the news reporter looked like one of the Nigerian dudes that do scams. However, to the real story, this is so fucked up, man. The way they treat racism always shows its head, no matter what's going on. Racism will be here, but like roaches will be here by the end of the world, always.
Yes.
Sorry, shout out to the brother though. Good news reporter.
No question. No, that is true. I mean, it's just all over the globe. I mean, I don't know what it is with earth tone colors. Like they just have a problem with it. It's like they, but I mean, honestly, no matter what the crisis is, still people want to put us on the bottom rung of the ladder. And it's ridiculous. And I'll say this at this stage of the game, it's time out for trying to just always assimilate and fit in. To me, it's economic. Anything you could do. Stop going to these places, stop supporting these places, stop going to school in these places, stop investing in these places. Really, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's reprehensible to see that it's a crisis or whatever. I mean, I know people mad we wasn't on the Titanic. Like we'd have been floating devices or something like that. It's whatever you can do to just put us on the bottom of your oppression is just unbelievable. So yeah, but it's a sad story. I did read about it. It's terrible.
Yeah, I saw a report where basically they were stopping them at the border where just because of their color. Like if you was Nigerian student and you were white, you got to go through. So basically they would just base it solely on color.
Right.
Where they were stopping people. And I think they said they needed certain credentials, and they found out that was true.
Yeah, if you didn't have a passport,
yeah.
If you didn't have a passport for Poland or something, they said you couldn't go through. And, but I mean, the sad thing is, this is not shocking and this is not surprising.
No.
This is just Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is.
That's all it is. I think it's a shame. I think maybe they should let those Ukrainians back in. When it's all over, maybe they should stay out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the Nigerians stay or something. I know that's not how it works, but but it's it is what it is, man. At this point, man.
And technically, these people are students. You know what I'm saying? So they're like most of these people are students and families. And the rule was women and children and non-Ukrainians to get on the train. It's not your fight. So they're non-Ukrainians. Like, let them get on the train. Worst case, they put the motherfuckers in the back, put them in the caboose like they used to do us back in the day, and let us just ride out. It's a goddamn, it's a crying shame that it's always got to be something. But what I noticed in this war, and this war is like, here go Africa. Africa, like in the World War III, you think about all these European countries getting in these wars, all these places. There's no mention of Africa ever getting in these wars because Africa doesn't control Africa. Everybody else has different things in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, why, like, Africa don't has no dog in the fight because you don't really control it. Somebody else controls our country. Like, it's a crying shame. Like, they have power. So, yo, we can help y'all out.
Right, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's fucked up.
Of course.
My phone's on vibrate. Goddamn, my big son.
As Shauna said, even in the face of war, they discriminate against us, and it's true.
Mm-hmm.
In the face of anything, anything is a good enough reason to do it.
What in the world happened that made everybody hate black folks? Simone, that is the $1 million question. If you could ever come up with that answer and bottle it, put it in a book, you'd have a bestseller, man. Let me tell you.
What was it? Let me see what she wrote. She said,
what in the world happened that made everybody hate black folks?
We created everything. Being the first, being lovable, having the best continent, best skin, the true religion. You want me to keep on going on? Mansa Musa, richest man ever in the world.
Shauna says that.
That's it, Shauna. Fear of us coming back to what we truly were supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And that's what it comes down to.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
Gotta be it, man. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be something, It's a shame what's happening over there, man. Those people, it's just a perfect example, man. Just why, we just catch hell everywhere there is. And even in the face of war, so.
But not here on Let's Chop It Up, because we're not trying to hear all that.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
But speaking of some motherfuckers that should have been over there in the war, man charged after breaking into the Bronx police station, NYPD station. Only in the Bronx in Florida can some shit happen like this. I'll let y'all take it before I segue. I think, Rodney, you should be an expert on what make a motherfucker want to say, I'm going to break into the precinct.
I'm not an expert on the motherfucker breaking into the precinct. I never heard of that in my life. I never heard of somebody.
Rodney said, "Don't put me in this shit."
Yeah, I mean, this is outrageous. Like, I don't know. Maybe he was dying to go to jail, or maybe crime is so bad in the Bronx he was seeking for like a safe zone. I don't know.
No, the rent too high.
Well, maybe the rent too high. I need a place to stay. I don't know. But when I heard about it and tried to look into it, they had no reason why he even did it. They basically tried to just climb into a window of the precinct and just broke into the 5-2 precinct.
Yeah, Do you think he was too high and didn't know it was a precinct?
I don't know. Well, I don't know if you ever saw the 5-2.
It looks like a building.
Correct. It looks like a housing. Like it looked like a house. Yeah. But I think.
Wait, which one is that, Rod?
It's the 5-2 in the Bronx.
Wow. Rodney, let me ask you a question. I always wondered, precincts always look dreary. Is it like it's like they're always gray inside? They just always it's supposed to be like
precincts in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like if you go to LA, the precincts they look nice. They look
nice.
And all that stuff.
Don't ask me how I know, but they look better.
Jonas said he wanted 3 hots in a cot. That's what I.
And he didn't want them to have to come get him. He didn't want them to have to commute.
I mean, I've never ever heard of that ever happen.
I think D is probably right. The man obviously is just high, unless he just wants to go for the record. He wanted to just impress y'all to say, look, everybody else, you got to come get him. You know what I'm saying? My man did that one-stop shopping.
Maybe this, like I said, maybe the streets are so bad in the Bronx that he decided to say, "Hey, it's safe in here."
It is. It probably is. I don't blame him for going there. I was like, I got security. I got protection. I got a bed. I got a shower. I'm good.
I know a dude that called the cops to his house and got arrested.
Oh, that happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but
it's called you think you're right and you wind up being wrong.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what winds up happening. I've seen that 100 times. Guy called there, and actually he's the one that broke the law. So,
right, exactly.
That's hilarious, man. But shout out to him. Hopefully he makes it home or whatever the fuck he wants. What he's trying to get out of life.
No, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm sick of making it home. Lock everybody up. I'm tired of foolishness. There's some people don't need to go home. I'm just be honest with y'all.
Fact.
That's the truth.
They gotta get rid of that bail reform.
They do. I mean, today.
I know all the woke people gonna come after us for that shit. But
y'all can be woke, whatever. I'm just tired of it.
Some motherfuckers need to stay in there.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well, if they feel that way, they're not woke. They asses asleep, but they're not realizing what's really going on.
That's it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Bill. Okay, Jamie. Here we go. Oh, this is a good topic. Let me see this one. Is it a must? This is for the brothers, for a man to ejaculate when he's having sex? Jamie, play the video for us, please.
When I'm having sex with the woman, I don't release. It's about her having an orgasm. My semen is my life force.
Oh.
And what happens is when you keep it in your body and you retain your semen, this is what allows men to practice sacred masculinity.
So you ain't nothing. How long?
It's been quite some time, but I have wet dreams.
You gonna end up pregnant or something? I don't know what that.
Wait, he says preserving his life force.
He gonna be mad.
That's what he said.
I thought you were to ejaculate to make more life.
Well,
He said
if it's denying you of life, then I'm just letting you know I'm as good as dead. I'm as good as dead. I don't know. I don't know why.
Dead man talking.
He could be strong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's some. Yeah, like how are you able to do that?
Mad as hell, man.
Yeah, he's got to be one frustrated brother.
That's what I'm saying.
When I say we're not gonna get anywhere as people, do y'all like collaboratively just try to reinforce my point? Is that what it is? Because some of these stories, I mean, the funny thing is the host looking at his face was the hilarious part.
Shorty said, "Wait, isn't that the point?"
That's my point.
Yeah. So that's his name is Kevin Gates, I think, right? The rapper, and a few rappers have been doing this, saying this for a while. I remember, Shauna, remember our friend Tabab back in the day? Not Tabab. What was that? Talib? You know Talib. He was telling me this in college, like, "Yo, man, don't have sex, don't ejaculate, girl, get your power and all this other shit." I'm looking at him high as a motherfucker. Motherfucker, you can take all this power out of me tonight. Drain the power out of me.
D, did you say you had a friend named Talab?
No, Shauna, put in the text. Shauna, I don't want to say his government name.
No, I was just curious because we just sped right by it like it was Jim or Bob. Okay.
It was T Mad and Shauna. If you put it, what fuck was kids?
Okay, no, just all right. Just want to make sure.
He became a god of the earth.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I think I know him.
Do you think women would have a problem with being with a man that won't refuse to ejaculate?
Yes, they would.
They would, right?
Because the women want to always make sure that you please them.
Correct. Like they pleasing you or something, right?
Yeah, they always want to make sure. Like they was. That's it. See, Shauna know what I'm talking about. That he was on some weirdo shit, man. Tell me this back in '92. I said, shit. Now with all these babies I've been carrying all these years.
Yeah.
I just want to say on this show in particular is not our finest moment as a people as far as stories is concerned. I just want to say that coming off the heels of Black History Month, I just want you to know we took it in another direction.
Yeah, he's on some. He's trying to find himself. That person that was speaking, he's always trying to find himself. I get it because he was suffering from depression and all those other shit like that. I get what he's going, but. Nah,
that's why he's going through it because he won't release.
No, Simone. This is a friend. This is a personal friend of mine. No, same. No, not the rapper.
Not that one. Not the rapper.
We got another one. We got another one that's a 5%. Well, I don't know, 5%, 2% milk. I don't know what the fuck he is. Some fake shit.
Why you said 2% milk? Oh, damn. She said, we dated. He was full of shit. Word.
Shauna had that motherfucker blowing up.
Yeah, man. Shauna said, all right.
Yeah,
all that bullshit they want.
Yeah, man.
There's another rapper that said that he, I think it's Joey Badass or somebody said he don't ejaculate.
Yep, him and what's the other one? He said the one that got Rihanna. I think he said he never jerked off before. What's the guy name? Y'all know.
Oh, you're talking about
ASAP.
ASAP.
Yeah. I think he said he never jerked off before.
But ain't she pregnant by him?
Yeah, but he said he never jerked off. He said he never had to. He always had, since he was young, he always had girls or whatever like that.
Okay, this is what we talk about. Didn't ASAP Rocky go to jail too?
Yeah, over in one of them countries, right? He did some shit in them countries.
No,
right?
I think he
Yeah.
had a charge. He
Was
fought
it
a charge,
Switzerland?
spent some
I
time.
thought it was Switzerland or
Got
something.
Slayer somewhere. We got locked up in Europe somewhere. I don't know, but listen,
Okay.
Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar. Yeah.
listen, man. I like
Right now, I'm hoping for a Kodak Black story or something.
I don't listen, man. I'm gonna have me some fun. Like, listen, I'm not gonna save all of this right here and have blue balls. You still ejaculating, and you just said he had wet. He just said he had wet dreams. It's still coming out, bro.
So involuntary.
It's still coming out.
First of all, you're too old to be having wet dreams. That's the problem.
Start there.
Yeah.
See, if it's gonna still come out when I'm in the bed, I might as well let it come out on somebody or in somebody.
The wet dream is proof that it's supposed to come out.
Listen, it's gonna come out in somebody or on somebody.
Oh man.
That's what I ain't letting that shit come on my own ass and my cheeks. Fuck that. No, I'm gonna come on somebody's backside gonna get this, or somebody's front side gonna get this.
I can only imagine if I said that to my wife. I'm saying, listen, I'm trying to preserve my life force. She said, don't come here with that bullshit.
Masculinity.
She gonna kill you.
Yeah,
Your life force
come here with
gonna
that.
kill you.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I ain't never heard of that.
The force be with you, brother.
Sacred masculinity. Damn, bro. You know.
Another situation of somebody just trying to create something to talk about.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He always trying to be different. I don't think he can't make any music.
I ain't want to say nothing because I'm on the show, so I got to go along.
We're gonna go with that, Simone. We're gonna go with that. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jason,
we give the audience what they want.
Yes, and some of the staff members.
Jason Lee in Hollywood Unlocked explains why they falsely reported on Queen Elizabeth's death. So for people that don't know, this guy went out there, and people started sending me Queen Elizabeth's dead, and I'm like, why ain't pop up on CNN? Why ain't pop up on my MSNBC? You know, something. Even Fox.
It was on the Natives Network.
Black News Channel.
Who is this guy?
So he's basically a big blogger and social media influencer, and he tried to be the first one to report stuff. And
well, I used to watch the show because Melissa Ford used to be on it. It's called Hollywood Unlocked. When she left, that was it. And you know, he's a dude that I guess started the show. But to me, like they say, people are more interested in being first than being right now. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to breaking some story or something like that, people jump the gun. So what they did was they just assumed, they put two and two together. Supposedly, I guess the people that usually guard her was summoned to come. They had just found out she had COVID-19, and so as a result, they just assumed that this was it. And they want to jump in and announce it first. So they jump the gun and people don't wait for things to be confirmed. Everybody just wants to get whatever views or likes or whatever. And that's what they did.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Like this was a thing to get views, likes, and subscribe.
And don't we always talk about that here? When we meet, talk about what sources, what substantiated it, what confirmed it.
Correct.
You know, if you heard that, you know, Ray Ray's House of News is the first to break the story, you know, to keep looking.
Yeah. And we have Shauna.
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
But the thing is, like, you know, and I when this story came out, and I saw like somebody, I ain't gonna mention some of their names, but they see super pro black guys, and they say, "Oh, we know the true story." And they're like, "How the fuck do y'all know the true story? How do y'all know?" Like, you know, before, like, they got a man's, and I remember Fat Joe said, like, "How do we all know all this shit that supposed to be going on in the White House? Like, y'all got somebody in there. You on fucking Webster Avenue, bro? How the fuck you know?" Hey, how do you know? Like,
speaking of the White House, did you catch the State of the Union?
Nah, I passed up.
All I can say is you was right. That's all. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was right about Kamala. Which one?
You right about the administration. I hate to say it, but go ahead.
Listen. Y'all went for it. We just wanted Trump out. We got what we wanted.
That's
now
it.
you got a lame duck.
I'm sorry. I digress.
But this guy. I don't know, man. Just go to journalism school 101. It's like we're not even seasoned journalists here, but at least we try to do our fact checks and we do our homework.
But today you don't need it. Today this is about just throwing information out. It's content. That's all people want. It doesn't matter, and then it'll blow over the next day. To be honest with you, who really listens to them enough, or any of us enough?
No,
if you do mess up like that,
followers though, bro, 100,000 followers.
But see, that's the thing.
Admit that you're wrong though when you come out. Like the Post will say something, they have to come back, change the story.
Just retract it.
But see that, but that's the thing. He's not a journalist, bro.
Correct.
He's a
It's
blogger.
not a legitimate
He's like
news
you and me.
organization.
You know, he's not exactly. He's not a legitimate news organization, and the legitimate news organizations are now in competition with the bloggers and you and me and Rodney and everybody.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
So now they just got all they got to do really is just. And why do you think they just report what's already being put on the internet? How many times have you watched the news and they talk about the new, viral video or whatever? You know what I'm saying? That's letting you know right there. That's where they're getting their news from, bro.
News to these young people. Just don't try to be first, just to be right.
And what was the big thing years and years ago? War of the Worlds. Remember that? You remember that story back in the day when I think it was Orson Welles came on and people didn't catch that it was a story he was telling and thought the world was ending or something like that? Or we was at World 3 or something?
On his radio show. That's
a long time ago.
Oh, I think it was that the Martians or the aliens.
The Martians, that's right. The Martians.
Yeah.
People really thought that was really happening. They really panicked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the power of media, and it's even more powerful, more pervasive, and there's less and less centralized control of it. So everybody can everyone's got an opinion, and everyone's got a voice, and anybody can be famous and well known at any moment. So that's.
And Derek, check this out. When I was in high school, right, I made up a story that a player on the Knicks was traded. Right, I made it up in first period. By about fifth period, somebody told me they heard it on the radio. That's what it is.
Yeah,
but Sean was right.
Yeah. She said that's why they're getting sued for defamation. Are they getting sued?
Yeah, that one girl got sued by
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Yeah.
Okay.
Cardi B.
Yeah. Sure. There's still defamation laws for a reason because now you're causing someone harm to their reputation.
Right.
So yeah.
But see, we govern ourselves. We send a scroll.
Yeah.
You go.
Fuck y'all, man.
Yeah. It's only just one of us getting it, but we still govern ourselves.
Hey, Kelvin's right behind me. Comrade Derik never got one. I don't think.
No,
mine are in arbitration. I'm still challenging mine.
I think I only got one before. That's it. I think I only got one. I think so.
Yeah, D must not have been feeling well that day.
Yeah. How you worried about my numbers, D, when your numbers so high?
Oh yeah. He the Steph Curry of scrolls. Ain't nobody gonna catch him.
That guy's hitting 3-pointers consecutively. Yeah.
I haven't got one last week, and I'm going for it tonight.
No, D, you getting one tonight? We ain't have no back to back.
Ain't that hot? Ain't that crazy of a story? Let me see. They're called Cassidy. These white crackers.
Here we go.
Almost. I'm sorry. Almost. Jamie, don't give it to me. I'll take that back. What was say Rod again?
What you say?
No disrespect. No disrespect. They're called Cassidy if a black woman forced to move from her seat mid-flight from a Delta airline with a passenger that was ticketless. Ain't this a bitch? We can't even fly. We can't get out of war. Goddamn racism.
Can't sit in the front of the plane now.
Can't sit in the front plane. Can't sit in the back of the plane. God,
man.
Damn. You might really
she had to move because two white ladies were complaining they wanted the seats or something like that, right?
Yeah. They were saying that they were supposed to be in first class, but they didn't have any verifiable proof that they were supposed to be in first class. So they're sitting in coach or whatever. And to appease them, the flight attendants was like, all right, somebody asked the lady, aren't you by yourself? She's like, yes. So then she says, out of fear of retaliation, she decided to move. So she moved from seat 19 to seat 34. And I was like, retaliation from what?
Yeah.
Like what? I'm saying, like, what are you afraid of? You're in the seat that you paid for.
Correct.
So would you think they're gonna nosedive or something? Like, I mean, we really have to stop trying to capitulate to stuff that that has nothing to do with us. But yeah, so that's what happened, and they just to make sure they appease those. And it's amazing. There is a certain urgency when they complain. When they complain, people are afraid their job is on the line.
Yeah.
That's right.
I agree, Kelvin. I wouldn't have got up. I would have been like, listen, you got to go find somebody else to give you an easier fight because you're not getting this seat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just on principle, I'm not getting up.
You got to be kidding me.
You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all can move me to first class somewhere and then y'all can work this out. But all the seats in first class were full.
Or you could change my ticket to a private jet, then I'll get up and go.
Exactly.
But other than that, no, I'm not moving. You better go.
Give me a free flight somewhere else so we could talk.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's it.
I think she should have moved. I think she should have moved, but she should have said, "Listen, you're gonna comp this. You're gonna comp this ticket, Bill."
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's too late. Then that ticket's been paid for. I'll
Yeah.
just say like this: she's saying she'll never ever fly Delta again and all that, but she just wants them to admit
Good luck
what they did was bias.
good luck on getting around the world, because you're gonna limit yourself to America.
But I'm saying though, I'm tired of all that. I just want them to admit. I'm not for that too.
Yeah.
You don't have to admit, because I already know what you just did. It don't help me because what you gonna right. Be out the back of the plane with
that's
your
what I was
ambition.
saying, though. You know, maybe they should comp ticket or give us something, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, just stay in your seat. That's all. I paid for seat 19. I'm staying in seat 19. That's just it.
You know,
That's it.
yeah. I just felt
like I said, it's gotta, for me to get up, it's gotta be a tremendous upgrade for me.
And you know what's amazing? I'm gonna tell you what's very, very interesting. So
but you're negotiating. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? At least you're negotiating.
But we shouldn't be always put in this position. And so what happens is, literally with no proof, on their word, they're like, you must be first class passengers. I never forget this. I may have told you guys this. One time I went to the Garden. Man, I'm sitting in the a friend of mine worked for NBC at the time. She gave us seats right over the tunnel. Right in front of us is 4 white people, and they're sitting in the wrong seats. The people came down. Excuse me, these are our seats. The usher made the guy and his son and the other 2 people move. Right? Then the usher turns and looks at us. Can I see your ticket? My people pull up. I said, no, you see my ticket for what? Why? Because they was in the wrong seat. We must be. No, did somebody come here with the same, said that these were their seats? I'll show you my ticket. I'm in the seat already. Well, I gotta show you a ticket for, because you looking at them like, if they's in the wrong seat, I know y'all must be in the wrong seat. No. Yeah. When you get a person come here with this ticket, you tell me, and we'll look at the ticket then.
Sean, I ain't moving from a seat I paid for.
That's right.
That's facts. That's facts on that.
No argument.
So people walk on a plane, claim they in first class. So that means somebody can walk on a plane and say they're the pilot and let me drive the plane.
That's what I'm saying. You know? That's what I'm saying. And I'm just tired of, when you're in the right, you still under suspicion. It's like going to the bank. Going to the bank. I went into the bank with a certified Chase check from Chase. Certified. And it was my check. I wrote the check to myself. Certified check. I go to cash it. I get there. I tell her I need to call the manager over. I'm like, all right, here we go. Manager come over. Sir, what account did you take this out of? I don't know. Why? No, we just want to verify. I said, so you mean to tell me I'm standing in Chase with a certified Chase check and you can't verify it? No, it's not that. I'm like, no. Don't try to calm it down now. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. But I don't have to do that when I open an account. And I don't have to do that when I put money in here. I come in here in my drawers and put money in the bank, and there's no questions asked. But now I got to give a hair follicle and DNA sample, not trying to hear it no more. But and I'll close a bank account in a minute with my 2 nickels in it.
You know what airline, if the passengers did approach me? Spirit Airlines. I'd have got up. It'd have been like the jail cafeteria. You want your cornbread? I was like, nope. Any Spirit Airline passenger, I'm out. Bonnet on. They got bonnets, I'm out. Now y'all got black Air Force Ones, I'm out. Y'all can have this shit. Fuck this shit. I go to the next shit smoking. Fuck that. I'm fucking no smoke with Spirit Airlines.
I don't even know if I ever see a Spirit commercial. Do they have commercials?
Do they?
I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them.
It must be late night infomercial.
That's the one in the No, the guy, they show the plane. They show the plane flying, whatever. But I seen one. I was shocked just to see the plane moving, you know.
Spirit Airlines, the planes fly.
Yeah.
That shit come on at 2 in the morning.
Our planes fly.
Yeah, our planes fly.
That shit come on after BT Uncut. Spirit Airline. I ain't never seen that shit at no halftime.
Yeah. No, now they gotta pay too much.
Yep.
I'm talking about, I never seen that like a St. John's halftime.
Yeah.
Spirit Airlines got commercials?
Yeah, they got a slot too where you can put your Air Force Ones in front of your seat. And they give out a free bonnet for you to go to sleep.
They give you a discount, you bring your own chair to the fucking flight.
Yeah.
Spirit Airlines. I would never get that.
They don't have seats there. You bring your own chair and they give you a screw gun to bolt it in.
Right. They give you a beanie bag. A beanie bag to sit on this shit.
They be like, hurry up with the screw gun. I gotta screw my chair down.
Spirit Airlines. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Where the hell are we at? Okay, the first black-owned restaurant on City Island brings seafood and soul food to the Bronx. Man, I don't like I said. I don't go to nothing in the Bronx. Y'all can speak on this. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll go to shit in the Bronx.
That is commendable though, because first of all, don't nobody go to City Island but black people. First of all, so the fact that finally there's somebody with some interest in it, that's a good look. That is a good look. You know,
I'm happy for him too.
Yeah, I'm very happy for.
And that's a great combination. You can get soul food and seafood together.
No, I'm gonna go and support it.
Yeah. You don't have to get the seafood. They got collard greens and mac and cheese and all that in there too.
I'm going to support it as well. I'm going to give D some money and bring me some takeout, please. Because I'm not sitting there with the natives. So, but I still. Let me tell you something.
I'm going with Rod. Rod rode hot. I ain't going with
I'm driving your car up there, right?
I'm by myself.
Yo, I'll tell you.
That motherfucker like 6'3", 280.
Let me tell you something. When I tell you that there's certain industries that we just can't support. Like the last time I was on a dollar van, the dude got in an accident, D. The driver looks back and is like, does anybody in here have a license? Dead serious. He was I'm not lying. When the cops pulled him over after the accident, he literally was asking people, does anybody have a license? If you do, pass it up.
Because he probably had a permit. That's why.
People was getting out. No. He wanted the physical license, Rodney, to say it was his.
Oh. I mean, your picture's on it.
Yeah.
If he's got a permit, he can have a licensed driver in the car.
Right, but you could get any dude in there and cop be like, yeah, this is probably you. But I mean, that was my last time.
Seafood Kings?
Yeah, no, Sean is right. It's on Linden Boulevard. They also have a location.
Wait, Linden as in Brooklyn?
No, it's in Queens.
Oh, that part of Linden. Because Linden crosses over into Brooklyn, as D well knows.
Yeah. But it's a father, husband and wife, 2 sons. They had the location in Queens in Linden Boulevard, and they were supposed to try to get this place like 5 years ago.
In City Island?
The one in City Island. So then I guess they drove by another time and realized that the place was vacant now, and they tried for the place again, and they got it. So now they open it. I think it's just a takeout place. But
in City Island?
Yeah, I think it's just a takeout place.
Next
to Thomasina. Yeah, that's Queensland and Boulevard.
Okay.
But the thing is, I mean, shout out to them. But the thing that I noticed when I first saw it, I've been going to City Island since the 80s, right? And here it is, 2022, and it's the first black restaurant on freaking. I'm like,
is no other black restaurants on City Island?
I think it's the first one. It's the first one.
People go to Sammy's. Yeah, you go to Sammy's, and that's not. I mean, you know.
I mean, black people. That's like Kelvin said. Black people have enriched the restaurants on City Island.
No, we have enriched, no question.
Yeah, without a doubt. When you go there, there's nothing but us there. For this place to go there now and go out of business, I'm going to say something seriously wrong. Now, okay, if the food is bad, that's a different story. But we should support this restaurant full-fledged when we can go up there and support all other restaurants up there that's not owned.
Of course.
That's a big fact.
Absolutely.
Monique's never been to Monique. You never been to City Island or Thomasina's? Which one I'm trying to figure out? She says I've never been.
You probably made the right decision, though, Monique. But no, I've been.
Yo, Sammy's always another spot that always have fights.
Yeah, Sammy's been around a long time. There's 2 of them now. They're across the street from each other now.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna go to Bronx, like I said, for the Yankees, and when I'm going to Jersey.
The Yankees scared to go there now. I'm telling you.
When I was like a teenager, that was like the hot spot to take somebody on a date.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you, they got a little slide off spot over there, like a little Lover's Lane, and it's cut. Long time ago, I used to go over there, and I had that Gold Expedition. I had some fun in that.
You know, let me tell you something. Speaking of dates, I remember my first date. My car was smoking, and we had to take her car. I mean, she was older than me, but I tried. 16 years old. She was 20.
Wow.
She did me a favor.
Oh, you had an R. Kelly, reverse R. Kelly.
That's what my friends talk about, calling me R. Kelvin.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude.
Kelvin, you do realize you just revealed the crime on this show.
No, we just went out though.
Oh,
That was
okay.
it. We just went out.
I like how you
Yeah.
cleaned it up. I
But
like
the
how
car,
you cleaned it up.
I thought I was fly too. Had my little Oldsmobile Omega chilling, where you had to put the tax up there so the
vinyl
interior
don't come
was-
down.
Word.
Yeah.
That's classic shit. Then let's see what we got next. Snoop Dogg announced a collaboration between Death Row and Bad Boy Records. So what it was, Snoop Dogg and Puffy were talking, and Puffy mentioned like Snoop said about collaborating. Something they should have did years ago. This would have saved a lot of lives. It would have been a lot of great music back then. I'm happy for Snoop Dogg getting Death Row Records. I think I got a young brother now that's about to get a job with him. This came off his yesterday. So he's about to move out to California to work with some Death Row Records projects, but mostly in the NFT part of it. That's where we're gonna make a lot of money in the NFT section. That's where the gamble on making the money in the NFT section for the Death Row Records. People say, "Who gonna sign the Death Row?" It's not Suge, and it's making they thinking about different shit besides just music.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree too. I think that I think they had this laid out way before the purchase. That's what I really feel. I think that Snoop Dogg and them, I still think there's going to be some bigger things coming from this. That's what I really feel. I think they got a lot of things that they're thinking about.
Nah, Shauna, them boys is doing. Shauna said Diddy gonna rob them blind. Nah, man, those are
Times have changed. People are meditating.
too, man. Diddy can't rob them. Nah, man. Nah,
Now, my understanding is this does not include Tupac's catalog, and I understand it doesn't include Dre's catalog, correct?
No, but it doesn't mean it's not coming.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't mean they're not coming. The bottom line is that they can probably work out some sort of deal to buy those catalog. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. No, I mean these are two of the biggest. Listen, these are the East and West Coast finally coming together, man.
Yeah,
you know something?
Maybe. I think Puffy needs it more than Snoop.
Yeah,
I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I got a confession to make. I can.
What up, Mike?
What's up, Suge?
What up, Sugar Booger?
I can't claim to be part of the culture. Hip hop left me somewhere in the 90s. Like that's where it started to just time stopped for me. Like I have not gone on to see the rest of the journey. Like the great hip hop artists of today do not move me. But good luck to the rest of the culture.
Now you gotta listen to J. Cole, bro. I'm telling
yeah, I like him. He is St. John's University grad, brother. I'm with him. That's my brother.
It's a couple of young cats that got.
Yeah, they got something. They got something.
It's a lot of unsigned, guys. I'm going, working with the kids. I listen to some of these kids from the Bay Area. It sound like New York rappers, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that.
They got some young guys that spitting.
Lyrics and beats, I can deal with.
Yeah, I find myself making a more of a connection now too with the newer music that's out. It's coming. It's not completely there, but I'm more open. If I feel as though I had to wait, and musically I just kind of had to clean my whole plate. I feel like I'm at zero now. You know what I mean? I'm just open to whatever music comes out, just trying to hear good sounds, man. I don't have any expectations when it comes to hip hop anymore, or any genre of music, really. I just want to hear good music now, That's kind of where I'm at with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna see what the money wise, that's what I want to see. I want to see how this NFT thing works. I know somebody just lost a lot of money with some guy. Here's the thing with NFT, what I found out. If you have some kind of bad background for a while, I saw this one dude, his stock on his NFT just fell off. Because he looked at his past, he did said something wild on social media. It took all his text messages. His shit went from say it was $1,000, that shit dropped down to $100. So it could be a little touchy with the NFT shit.
I didn't realize that. So somebody, maybe Rodney, whatever, break it down. I thought the NFT, the way I've been explaining it, and I guess I shouldn't explain it because I don't know what it is, but I looked at it like it's the title to something. It's exclusive ownership to something, isn't it?
Yeah, so, it's verification that basically it's authentic. You know what I mean? It's like basically, yeah, it's digital art. Like me, you, Derik, Kelvin, we take a picture on the Yankees baseball field, and it's the only picture that's ever taken with the four of us in it or whatever. We have a big enough following, we can get it authenticated, make it an NFT, and then try to sell it.
It's an NFT because there's nothing duplicated.
Non-fungible token. That's what it is.
Yep.
Got you. Okay. So D, how does it lose its value though?
The guy, because people, it was no demand for it no more, and it fell off. For what I read,
okay,
people the cancel culture got to him, so shit just went nobody wanted his shit no more. So it's
got you. Okay.
It just fell off. So if you bought his shit for $1,000, now you stuck on stupid.
Wow.
Yeah,
The Jeremy Lin, like the Jeremy Lin craze, where somebody bought a jersey for $45,000 and put it in the safe deposit box of Jeremy Lin.
And now that shit's sitting in the China wall when you walk out by the number 18 corner. China Dragon. All that shit like that, man. Oh, word up. Anyway, Jeremy, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that basically it's going to be big in the sneaker game, like the watch game. You know, like say you want to buy a Rolex from somebody in Europe. Basically, you can go on there, look at the NFT, and determine that the watch is legit. To see the serial numbers, everything, and it's guarantee you purchasing this watch is 100% legit. That's what most of it's going to be made from too, authenticating a lot of valuable stuff. You know. Yep. But that's it.
All right, Jamie, take us to commercial break, brother man, for the motherland.
Orchard Blue Counseling Services, or known as OBS, is a private mental health practice based in Southeast Queens, New York. OBS's founder and holistic psychotherapist, Serene Prince, is a Queens native with Caribbean roots. Serene is committed to providing culturally competent holistic psychotherapy to diverse communities while curating a safe healing space for Black and Brown people with compassion and awareness of their total being. As experts in children and teens, we have curated a mental health and wellness community where children are heard, guided in developing a healthy self-esteem, supported in strengthening their inherited resilience, and learn skills to manage their emotions to develop positive relationships with parents, adults, and their peers. Orchard Blue Counseling Services is designed to help children and adults discover their inner healer as we take the journey with our clients to work towards self-acceptance, self-love, and resilience to manage life's uncertainties and embrace its wonders. Our private practice extends to providing consultant services for personal life transitions and business development, parenting guidance and support, and clinical supervision for mental health students and therapists. And be sure to book our founder, Serene Prince, as your next holistic speaker, offering your audience a life-changing experience. Now that you have taken the first step to learning about us, we invite you to walk towards a healing and progressive life with Orchard Blue Counseling Services. Contact us for your free consultation where applicable. Email or call us at info@orchardbluecounseling.com or area code 516-200-1174. You can also connect with us at our website and social media pages, orchardbluecounseling.com, or on Instagram at orchardblue_counseling SBCS, or Facebook at Orchard Blue Counseling.
Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe, tell a friend, and we always get back to you on those comments. And Jamie, next time you better tell us only one commercial, man. One of us still in my piss break. You already gave us one commercial tonight, man. What's that bullshit, Jamie? Don't be doing that shit. I was waiting for the next one to come up and shit, man. I've been blowing my nose, all kind of shit, man. Motherfucking Jamie, boy, you getting slick with this motherfucking thing, man.
These bladders are different now.
Word, Jamie. We got close to 50-year-old bladders or over 50-year-old bladders, bro. You gotta give us 2 commercials, not 1. Damn, Jamie, man, motherfucker, man. And don't give me no goddamn stroll for that shit either, too.
Yeah. No, but now it's in his head that he's definitely going to give you the stroll.
I know. I've been cracking. Let me leave Jamie alone. I ain't gonna talk about the short.
Leave Jamie alone. Either. And you still didn't say no disrespect.
No disrespect to Jamie. #1 producer in the world, my man Jamie. Talk about little sports. Let's have a little fun since we all chop it up. When we do what we talk about in the barbershop, we chop about sports. We're gonna talk about these Los Angeles Lakers fighting for just to make the NBA playoffs. Like I said before, every team is trying to make the playoffs. I don't see why this is a big story. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Everybody, the Knicks was up. They're losing. They're trying to make it to the play-in game. Everybody trying to make it.
Yeah, it's the expectations, though, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody starts with the expectation.
Yeah, but
but D, I mean, when you've had like the reigning best player in the sport put together a team of aging former all-stars and then the second largest media market in the country, this was really, really big. And they actually, you had AD and you had LeBron together. Then you go ahead and bring Melo off the bench. You bring Westbrook in. You give up a lot of pieces to get Russell Westbrook. Now, I told my nephew from the beginning, this is not going to work. And I saw the Lakers try to do this before with Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Shaq, Kobe. It just doesn't work. You just can't buy a championship. It just usually does not work like that. Football may be a little different. The Rams just did it. They just said, forget all the draft picks. We're going to just go all in and try to get talent and win right now. Some people, you can catch lightning in a bottle. But at the end of the day, I think this era just believes it's LeBron's birthright to be in the finals. And they just feel like they have to surround him with talent to get him another ring. This is this quest to catch Michael Jordan's ring count. LeBron is going to own every major record in basketball by the time he retires. The thing that he probably will not get is this sixth ring to tie Michael Jordan, and definitely not 7 to pass him. And I think that's the biggest thing. And I think for that reason, LeBron and his organization, they have a lot of influence on the front office. And if you remember, when he got on the team, a lot of Laker fans did not want LeBron. They were still believing Kobe Bryant was the greatest Laker of all time in their estimation, even though I believe that's Magic Johnson. And they were just like, they didn't receive him that well. He goes and gets one ring in the bubble. And that bubble ring to me is controversial. And so
I disagree. I'm going to let you finish on this controversial part.
Go ahead.
I think that was the hardest championship probably to win.
Now, this is what I'll tell you. Go ahead. Go.
Because they have no
give me the cons.
No fans. You're not near your family. You stay in one spot. It's different. Everything when you naturally play in something with an arena, when you talking about 20,000 people every night, to change that whole thing, it's a psychological fuck up. It's different. I think that might have been the hardest championship for anybody to win. Even with baseball, you got cardboard cutouts, barely any fans. You live off that energy. That energy can sometimes get you to the next level. I think that's a hard championship. Now, the thing with the Lakers,
I see your point. You know what
I'm saying?
But can I counter that point now, or you want to wait till you finish?
No, let D finish. Let D finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, besides the thing, you also said they brought in Westbrook. Like you said, I agree. That was a bad plan. You brought in Melo. The Lakers did that to themselves. Melo has never won nowhere on that kind of stage in NBA anywhere, and they always seem like they did bad. Westbrook never won any place else. It always did bad. LeBron won with less talent before. You know what I'm saying? So the thing when they did that big three out in Miami, that was different, right? You had some people that they gelled, but besides the big three, they really had no really star crazy ill plays. This time they loaded to the bench. You got Dwight Howard. You got everybody. The touches ain't there. Like I don't think that's what I'm thinking. Laker fans can't be mad. He brought them a championship. Jerry West brought one championship to him, right? I mean, what?
Yeah.
One. Right? One, right? I said one like this. I'm fucked up. One.
But,
Will got one. Yeah.
But this is the thing. But D, this is the thing. I think you inadvertently made my point. First of all, you're talking about from a home perspective away. LeBron James is not good from the free throw line. It is a lot different trying to shoot free throws with 19,000 people booing you. Also, there was no travel. So part of playing in the NBA is actually having to travel, not being in your own city, not being in your own bed, having to go on the road. That's why there is a home advantage. Well, in the bubble, you had no home advantage or road disadvantage. The reality of it, everybody was in the same setting. Secondly, Miami Heat actually made it to the finals. They made it to the finals in the bubble. But why don't they make it to the finals out of the bubble? Because it is harder to make it to the finals outside of the bubble. That's the reality. They were all in a controlled, contained environment. Versus jumping on and off a plane, you're walking down the hall to your room.
Yeah, but also you got the away energy brings you. Some people like being the villain.
LeBron doesn't. LeBron doesn't.
Come in the Garden.
LeBron doesn't like being the villain.
LeBron don't mind being. He gonna go in some cities.
Look at his first year in Miami when he was the villain. Did he get upset by the Dallas Mavericks?
Dallas Mavericks had a good squad. People keep sleeping on Dirk. I don't know why people sleep on that white.
Dallas Mavericks was an underdog.
That was underdog, and I was going for him. I felt Dallas was going to win that.
And LeBron ain't come there to lose the first one because he came not to win one.
I know,
not two, not three.
That was some young 20-year-old hype dumb.
But yeah, but I'm saying the bubble to me, and I get it. The bubble, basically, this is what it was. We were all in a pandemic. Everybody's in a pandemic. Everybody's getting used to a different environment. So to have to be in a bubble where everybody's getting tested every day, and then you're just dealing with a 5-star hotel and stuff like that, I do think you'd still find the strength to go on. You're playing in an empty gym, but D, you're playing in an empty gym. Everybody's playing in the same environment. It's not as much pressure. Is that as much pressure?
Everybody is different. Everybody, that sound, the difference. Even when you like the way, when you go away, sometimes when you gelling together, like, yo, we in this together. Me, Rod, Derik, and Kelvin getting this together. We're gonna do this together on the road. It's different now. You took away that part of the game. It's gotta fuck you up. You're in a bubble doing this regular shit. You're away from your family, your kids. Now you're doing everything on FaceTime. It's a whole different energy, man.
Oh yeah, well that's an adjustment.
I think that was harder than winning the fucking in front of 20,000.
I like I said before, I think D has a good point, because the thing is, in the bubble, the crowd does play a role to athletes. And I think during the bubble, a lot of guys played down because there was nothing there to excite them.
Yep.
So they weren't playing at 100%. You know what I'm saying? They were just trying to basically get through the game. Where now you're playing in front of 20,000 people, you can't come out there and be a burger. You got to come out there and do your thing. So I kind of believe that
I can understand that. Now let me ask you a question. Do you remember the Dream Team, the only real Dream Team? Mm-hmm. Do you know they said that their toughest games and the best games was in practice? Do you know they competed that hard?
Because they compete against each other,
right? And when you play at a park, when you played you played handball, you played basketball or whatever, and there's nobody watching, you still go ahead. The competition is what drives you on when your man is in front of you and stuff like that. You still
not
compete,
in professional sports. In professional sports, you got to understand you're playing to the crowd, and the crowd's playing to you. And you got to understand you have conditioned yourself for that crowd.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That crowd plays a huge role, Kelvin.
I can agree with that, but both teams are playing in the same situation. To me,
I agree, and I think that they're both playing the same way. And there's players on here that's probably not playing 100%.
Kelvin, you also making a point, man, really against yourself, because listen, everybody, you're not taking into account the mental strength aspect to it, man. Everybody's on the same level, man. Remember, there's a whole pandemic going on outside. People are worried.
People's families are fucked up, all kind of shit.
You have to be completely insulated. There were people who did not want to go in the bubble.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
No question. But I just asked you this last point.
And you can't say like the Lakers weren't the only team that that was like that. All the teams were like that. So
I just want to ask one question.
To me, that was a perfect.
I want to ask one question, and I'll close with this question. And you make a good point, Derik. I'll close with this question. Why were people's averages up? Why did some people get 50 and they never got 50 before?
Because guys were playing down. They wasn't giving 100%. The defense wasn't that strong. No, because the guys are just saying.
Y'all really think NBA players got on the court with other NBA players and laid down? That's
no. I think guys. I mean, Kelvin, look. You're telling me when you were watching them play in the bubble, you didn't see certain players that.
They had some of them games. Look at that game with Luka. That joint came down to the last second. They had a bunch of buzzer beaters. Yeah. They competed. They behind off in that bubble.
When you say the
I didn't see nobody dogging it out there.
When you say the scoring changed, how much are we talking about? You know what I mean? We're talking about like
I'll give you one perfect example.
What are we talking about?
Donovan Mitchell had 50 and he had never had 50 to that point.
What was his average though? His average for that year?
His average is probably 27 a game.
Was it
in the playoffs? 50, dropping 50 in the playoffs? What is he, Michael Jordan?
Was he consistent with his average? Like what I'm saying is everybody, you have outliers. In every single season, you're gonna have an outlier game. Everybody has that. The guy that's bench player who's the 8th man, he'll come off and drop a 20-piece, man, at least once during
Julius Randle.
Season. Yeah, you know
last year.
At that time, Phoenix was ahead of schedule. Phoenix didn't lose one game. They went 8. When last time Phoenix won 8 straight games in a playoff setting? Phoenix. At that time. It just so happened to happen in the bubble, and it didn't happen outside the bubble.
Most teams don't.
It was 2020, 2021. It was the wildest time. Everything was weird.
Most teams don't repeat.
But it got weird, and it got better. It got better.
You're telling me when we were watching these games in the bubble. Now I remember watching certain games, and I'll be honest with you. To me, it didn't look like a game. It looked like it was practice because it was so quiet in the arena. You know what I'm saying? There was nobody there. You know, you blowing a horn and ain't nobody in the room. It's like,
wait a minute,
it didn't look right.
Rodney, practice? We talking about practice. We're not talking about the game. We talking about practice. All right. We can indeed agree to disagree. I think y'all made some very, very good points. But it's one of those things where people look at it differently. Some people think that ring has an asterisk behind it. Now, LeBron James will have been on the Lakers for 4 years. His best year happened to be the bubble. Every other year, he either got hurt. 1 year didn't make the playoffs. 1 year got bounced last year in early rounds. So it does look like.
So he made the playoffs 2 years out of 4.
Listen, they can say that any sport when a person gets
he didn't make the playoffs 2 years out of 4.
How do you say this is his 4th season, right?
All right, first year got hurt. They missed the playoffs, right? Right. Second year they got eliminated in the first round. This year they're not gonna make it.
He made the playoffs.
They may make the play. It made it once. They may make the play in this year.
They lost to the Pelicans. They're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, well.
They're gonna get knocked out. But in sports, you can put an asterisk.
You know this? Y'all just don't want to recognize that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron, and that's just what it is. I know y'all don't want to say that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I just think that what you're saying is kind of off tilt, though, to me. Like, you know, like with the bubble thing, I think that was hard. We ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Yeah,
it's hard.
The thing with the comparison to Michael Jordan and LeBron, right? I look at it like this. First of all, it's totally 2 different eras, right?
Facts on that.
And the thing is, too, Michael Jordan won those championships with one team with mostly the same cast, right? LeBron went around to different teams and won these championships.
Which is very hard to do.
Which is very hard to do. So the thing is, like, there's a lot of. It's not fair to me.
Y'all look at that as a positive to go to the different teams.
I think it's harder. I think it's harder.
Because you got it's culture of teams. Everything is different, man. The culture of a team
every time.
Yeah, correct. Everything. You gotta find the right chemistry more than once. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Michael Jordan didn't do that, but he basically had the same, at least 3 or 4 of the same people all the time playing when he won those championships. And he had a cast member that stayed with him the whole time. That was Scottie Pippen. Like LeBron didn't have that. He don't have a right man that stayed with him the whole time.
This is how I look at it. I think Michael Jordan's the better player. I think LeBron James is the better person.
I think so too. And the thing is, too, I think people in today's society dislike LeBron James more than people dislike Jordan.
Let me ask you a question. If you were starting a franchise today from scratch, and you know what you know, would you choose with your first pick Michael Jordan or LeBron James from scratch?
Okay, and same age. They're the same age.
What era are we playing in?
The era ain't gonna matter to me. The era's not gonna matter to me. I'm gonna go with the guy that I think will stay at my franchise the longest.
We are talking about a young Michael Jordan, correct?
Yeah. They're both the same age in this era.
Not Michael the Wizard. Not Michael the
Wizard. I'm gonna go with the guy that I think will. I'm gonna go with the guy that I think will stay.
Okay, interesting.
But it depends. Now that's different because now you're talking about Mike and those contracts back then, and now the NBA players took more control. Right. Mike, they signed long ass fucking deals. Remember, Michael Jordan was making lower than Brad Dorothy for years. He was making bullshit money. Then when he started getting those $30 million a year contracts and all that kind of stuff like that later on. So it depends. That's why
it was different.
It was different. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of different. So if Mike had the same business they have now, Mike would have jumped ship.
I think Michael is better. I would actually take Kobe over LeBron.
I don't agree with that. I agree with Jordan and Kobe over LeBron. I would do the same thing.
If I'm starting from scratch, I'm taking LeBron.
And I understand that too, because LeBron can play 5 positions.
LeBron makes you competitive faster, bro. He just makes you competitive faster.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody was more competitive than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is competitive to this day.
No,
no doubt.
I don't mean when I say competitive, I don't mean personally competitive. I mean he makes your team competitive. You build.
I know you're saying he gets you there,
he gets you to the playoffs faster. LeBron gets you to the playoffs faster. I feel like.
I mean, and we're arguing 1 and 1A anyway. It's just I just happen to. I actually liked Jordan's game better because to me Jordan was a better scorer, and I think Jordan was more clutch. I think LeBron is a better passer. LeBron is a better rebounder. But Michael Jordan to me is definitely a better scorer. And obviously they didn't have the 3-ball then like they do now. But but you talk about they're both on the Mount Rushmore. I just got Jordan as that undefeated in the finals holds a lot of weight to me. A lot of weight.
Yeah, I just think that the two of them are incredible. I just don't want us to miss this opportunity, man. That right now we got this guy LeBron James, man, who's doing some stuff, man, that frankly we haven't seen before, man. You know, he's gonna take us. He's about to take this whole thing places that we have that it just hasn't.
But you know what, Derek, it's time to turn the page though. I look at these young boys, Morant,
oh my God,
and Luka, and them. It's their era coming up. It's the change of the guard. We watched Kareem leave, we watched Magic leave, we watched Kobe leave, we watched Shaq leave. We about to watch LeBron leave, and now this next generation, it's their time. They're about to take center stage.
Well, for that to happen, the NBA got to change and start putting the Pelicans on prime time.
That's because your man Zion. That's because your man Zion, who played 2 games more than I did.
Yeah, they got to focus. John Morant could be the face. I don't know if he has the look. I'm just saying the little dreads like that. I'm just saying the long locks. It's a little different thing when you look at marketing. I don't know if that's gonna be and that he's in the small. Even though LeBron was in Cleveland, but LeBron had the height. John since high school. Morant doesn't have the height, and he plays in Memphis.
Yeah.
If he would have been one more pick, he'd have been in New York. He's a whole different player. He's a god. He's in Memphis.
Well, it depends. He may be a scrub now. It's just when you walk in that building, he just become a scrub.
Let me go to the next one. We got NASCAR has its first four black owners in the Daytona. Oh, my damn phone went black. I'm sorry. NASCAR has 4 black owners for the Daytona 500 race. Nice. Charlotte, 4 joints.
4.
So
we're gaining on you, boy. We're gaining on you.
Michael Jordan, Brad Daugherty, Mayweather,
and what's the other?
And I can't remember the other guy, but I don't think Brad Daugherty counts as being black.
Oh, come on, Rod. Come on, he's supposed to be on your team, Rodney. Look at y'all. See how y'all do? See how y'all teach your own. I'll say this. I read the story, and what I'm gonna say is gonna sound foul. It's gonna sound foul, and I know what you're wondering. How can I sound foul with this? And I don't mean anything foul by it. No disrespect. The reality of it is, as I was reading the story, it is really, really a good story to see that people are taking interest. Emmitt Smith is the other person I believe that is also getting a team. I mean, literally everything from top to bottom is going to be his people.
No, they said it's John Cohen.
Yeah, but the part of that same article says Emmitt Smith is getting into it where he's actually going to he's the driver, the car, the everything is going to be, So he's one of these owners coming up as well. What I realized is I watched an interview with a guy that I've always had like mixed emotions about, named Dash. And he was making a point where he was like, this idea of just always asking to be at someone's table. He was like, I just break the table and bring my own. I just wonder sometimes as we make these strides to get into some of these industries, is it possible? Is it plausible? Is it viable to actually just start some of your own stuff? Some of these groups, it's almost like you have to jump hoops to get in. It's almost like they don't want you in the group. They don't want you in that club. Do these guys have enough wherewithal to say that? That's why I indeed could speak on this. You look at the Negro Leagues or something like that. It's something amazing about your own, just owning it. And it's funny how whatever we get involved in, it becomes hot. It becomes the thing. But we always got to take that thing to someone else's court. Can we ever just own the court and put our own ball in our own court? What if Jordan, what if Emmett, what if, Daugherty, what if all of them got some other guys together in their financial bracket and did their own things?
No.
Am I looking at it foul, or should I just be more thankful that these 4 people got to be into this group of however many race car drivers there are.
Kelvin, you reading my mind, man. I'm telling you, I say this all the time, and I wonder, when is that day ever going to occur? I mean, NASCAR, we might need to wait a little while. You know what I mean?
But it don't have to be NASCAR. It could be just your cars that you just, you know what I'm saying?
What about the NBA? You know what I'm saying? Like, just look at that just alone. Why is there, why aren't there more black-owned, franchises?
Derik, do you remember when they locked the team out? And I think it was going into the 98 season. They had a lockout. They played a 50-game season. Matter of fact, it was the year that Sprewell and them went. It was the 99 season when Sprewell and them went to the finals.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the players did when they was locked out? They went and rented the Trump Convention Center in Jersey and had exhibition games. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one thing that Dame Dash said that's true, and he was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, what he was saying was, if you take them out of the NBA, the NFL is no NFL.
Right.
You take us out of the NBA, there is no NBA. Right. So since you are the product,
the attraction,
you're the attraction. You put it like this: you'd go see LeBron play at the Garden if he rented it out himself.
That's right.
And played on that court.
That's right.
So that's why I'm wondering now. The problem is it would take a generation of players to do that, and they would lose money trying to get it established. Nobody's willing to do that right now.
No, you just answered your question. You know what I mean? It's about assuming risk, and why would you assume the risk when you're so well paid to just show up? You know what I mean? And do a job, So yeah, I mean, I was really high on the Big 3 league and all of that. You know what I mean? I think that was a great step in the.
Is it coming back?
I'm not really certain. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I wasn't really. Yeah, but I thought that was a great step in the right direction.
It is.
And let's keep that going at least. You know what I mean?
Would you want to say, Rod? Rod was going to say something.
No, I was going to actually bring up the same thing that Derik just said about the Big 3. The thing is, does Ice Cube completely own the Big 3?
I don't think so.
He has investors. I know he has investors.
But no, the thing is, it's okay to have investors, but do you own
the majority shares?
I hope he does, because to me it was presented like that.
Well, the thing is, sometimes people use you to be the face of something.
Well, technically, look at the NBA. The NBA isn't owned by a single person. It's actually a nonprofit organization, to be honest with you. All right.
But the owners are all right.
So you can own the franchise. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's the same way in Big 3.
Yeah. That's where the power is, owning the franchise.
Yeah. I remember one time, me, the Chicken Wing, and Dee's lady, we went out to dinner one day, right? And we were having this conversation. I don't know if Dee remembers it, when we say, listen, if we hit the lottery or whatever, what would we get together and do? And I say, well, the problem with us sometimes, I wasn't specifically speaking about the 4 of us, I was talking about us as people. If we were to hit the lottery for $6 million, right? Everybody would take their million and go separate ways. That's the problem with us. We don't combine money to build things. If each one of us had $2 million right now, and I say, hey, listen, I'm willing to take $1 million, keep $1 million for myself and $1 million, we all kick in a piece, and let's go build this or let's go do this. That's going to be hard, because now we're all in positions that we've never been before, and we all want to be our own bosses now. That's the problem with us, because it's newfound wealth. So you want to go off and do your thing. Derik might say, nah, I'm not messing with y'all. I'm going to go this. Kelvin says, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go do this. D say, I'm going to go do. So now guess what? $4 million just became zero.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest problem with us. Everybody had, I think I saw a thing on Boyce Walker's page. He said, look at all these rappers in here. There's billions of dollars in this room, but nobody's combining to do anything that's going to enrich us, because everybody's doing themselves. And that's how I see it. I think that's what the problem is.
Yep.
But because I think part of that is we assess value by what other people can't have. So it doesn't behoove me to let everybody on the screen have a Bentley, because then it makes me feel mine is less valued. I think that's how we look at it. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The other thing is, we're not standing under one flag. We're not standing under a language. We're not standing under a culture. That's why people always talk about part of the culture. And I always ask, what is the culture? People are like, that's hip hop culture. Hip hop culture, same hip hop we don't own. So
yeah. I think we're always too quick to enrich someone else before ourselves.
We're great at making other people rich.
afraid of
No
other
question.
people making people rich. And,
Yeah.
and we're constantly being used to make other people rich.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
But next time, one day I will talk about Jackie Robinson destroyed the Negro League. I don't know if I ever said that before, but black people get upset with me, so I make my point.
Are you saying because of the Negro League, because of Jackie Robinson, the league was destroyed, or you think he personally did it, or because of him coming up, it destroyed it?
No, because what he did by going to the
Yeah, and that's why it was probably offered to him.
Yeah, it destroyed it destroyed a whole bunch of shit. But that's a whole nother subject. I want to move on. Because Jamie already put something. Jamie, Derek Lewis, man, he holds no filter. Jamie, can you please play the video? Because I got to see what you're talking about on this one.
Derek, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls was hot.
I understand.
You're holding your body. How badly were you hurt to the body in the first round?
I just got to do number 2. That's all. It's not really hurting from the kick. I just got a boo-boo.
You came into this fight the number 2 contender with that knockout. You're absolutely one of the top guys in line for a shot at the title next. So tell us what you think about that.
I need to sit my black ass down and do some more cardio. What you talking about right now? In Canada, man, I love y'all guys, man. Hey. You know, I'm from Texas. I'm not with all this snow, man. Y'all can have that shit. For real. After party at Little Woodrow's. I'll let y'all buy me 5 shots. And I'm not buying y'all though. Come on now.
I never saw this guy fight before he's 20 though.
Yeah, I'm actually a fan of Derek Lewis's. Derek Lewis, for people that don't know, he's a UFC heavyweight. He has a very high knockout ratio. He's not been a heavyweight champion as of yet, but he's extremely entertaining, and they consider him having one of the best Instagram pages to follow when you want to laugh, because he has zero filter. Him and D should be together.
Oh man, see, that's
zero filter.
That's some bullshit. Yeah. See, no stroll.
Yeah, no disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect.
No disrespect. No, but he's very funny. He speaks his mind. He says whatever he wants to say, and he actually wound up getting an endorsement from a company that I think it's called like a ball wash, a man's genital wash. So he has an endorsement. He has an endorsement for that, from that statement at the end of that one of his fights. But very hilarious Instagram page. If you follow him, there's a lot of stuff.
Derek, I gotta look for his joint.
Yeah,
it's Derek Lewis. Rod, send me his page. I'm gonna find it.
I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna find that. Follow that dude. He looks interesting.
Yeah. I mean, when he fights, it's very interesting too. I mean, he doesn't disappoint. You know.
Okay, cool.
If he hits you, you're going to sleep.
Night.
Sleepy time tea.
Yo, man, this is some messed up, man. I'm glad they caught this dude. A man throws some human shit on a woman on the train. Jamie, I think we have a video for this one, man.
Oh.
First thing I noticed is the Bronx.
Yeah.
But try Jesus, don't try me was ringing in my head. I don't understand it.
Yo.
D, Kelvin. I was playing the remix to Try Jesus, Don't Try Me in my head. I want to say this right now, and you can play this back if I should ever find myself in a situation. When they ask you, D, Rodney, and Derik, did y'all ever think that Kelvin was capable of trying to kill somebody? I want y'all to say yes, because we have video proof of what he said this night. I promise you, if I wouldn't have killed the man, it's because I didn't know how. I'm trying to tell you, but we definitely try. I'm trying to tell you that. And then the thing that makes it even worse is the fact that this man was let out of jail, because it's no bail for what he did. You know what I'm saying? So he's back on the street.
Oh, right now, after they caught him? Shit?
Yeah, he was released without bail.
See, this has got to stop. That whole
you got to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm tired of that shit now, man.
And that's what I'm saying. So he's on the street. He's on the street. First of all, that's assault in the worst way. That's dangerous. You kill somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hepatitis, all kind of shit could be
anything. But I promise, and I'm saying this before, with God listening, I'd have tried. I'd have tried to put that man through every car of that train. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Every time he used the bathroom after that, he think of me. I'm telling you, because I would have tried. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, if that was a relative of mine, I'd have tried.
If your mother, your wife came home and said, "Yo, somebody put some human shit on me,"
I'm going to jail for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and don't let them get bail, because if they get bail, like, well, baby, you might get the house put up.
That's the worst thing that could happen to him.
Because and what I'm saying is, again, this is again, y'all talk about mental health. This is all selective. You're not gonna tell me that Mike Tyson sitting there, he walks up and does that. He's just not. I'm just telling you, people select their victims.
Yeah, Samantha says, I believe he was arrested again for a hate crime after being released.
That's Big Sam or Little Sam, Rob? Big Sam. What up, Big Sam?
Well, I tell you the truth, I'd have been arrested for homicide crime after he was released. I'm telling you the truth. That is.
See, as usual, Rodney has a different view.
Break it down, Rodney.
Break it
down. I would have known that he was going to be released based on the charge, right? And I would have been waiting right up there, simply looking for that ass. The thing is, because then I would have switched places with him, because I would have been going in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the thing is that what we just saw was probably one of the most cowardly acts that you could probably commit as a man. And you can't convince me. Me and Kelvin had this conversation. People are selectively crazy sometimes.
Yeah. No doubt.
He did that to a woman intentionally and not to a man.
He's crazy, but he ain't stupid. It's a difference.
Correct. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Any of us, all of us over 6 feet, right? Right? You think he walking up on any of us doing that dumb shit?
No, I don't think so.
I'm positive. I'm telling you, because I can't tell you how he walks up, but I could have definitely told you one of us was gonna see God that day. That's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm dead serious. I'm talking third rail. I'm talking about the third rail. I mean it. I'm serious. That's it. I was taught to go to war if somebody spit on you.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. That could have happened 2 days ago with me, and I would have still been trying to catch my breath today from the fucking exertion I'd have put on him.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'd have been still tired from it.
I'm trying to tell you. They just said we interrupt what's going on in the Ukraine right now. Y'all ain't gonna believe this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to tell you.
We're going down to the Bronx train station and watch this.
Putin say, after what I just saw, let's talk. You know what?
Because they might send him over. They might send one of them over there.
That's funny, man. That's funny. That actually made me cry. That's funny. Oh, what we got here? What we got next here? A white woman says she wants to come over to the black side, then gets played. Jamie, can you play the videos?
He was younger than me.
He was younger than you? Yeah, so did he cheat?
Like older boys. How old are you?
I'm 23.
I'm 23 too.
Was he white?
Yeah.
You trying to come over to the black side?
Yes.
Okay. You single, right?
Yeah, I am.
You think I'm attractive?
Of course you are.
Okay. Tyler, Dante. I'm go by DB God. So last question though.
Okay.
Can I get a kiss?
Just a peck?
Yeah, quick, man.
Yeah.
Psych! I lied! These lips are mine!
Thank God. Thank God. Woof. I thought another one and bit the dust. Okay?
The Dr. Umar part is hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my God, man. Now listen, man. Listen, they want our lips, they want our skin, they want our. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna get a stroll.
You get the scroll tonight.
Nope,
yeah, you right there on the border, dude. You right,
I'm going 2 weeks.
You right there. You remember the All-Star game when Steph was trying to break that record with the three this last game? You trying, D. You trying.
Nope. I will not let the devil use me.
Yeah. Just remember, D. Remember your no disrespect, and remember your allegedly.
I don't believe he gone 2 weeks in a row. I don't believe it.
I got right now no disrespect.
No disrespect and allegedly.
Because the over-under was supposed to be at the 10 o'clock mark.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to help him get through.
That's what they said in Vegas.
No. You don't use me. You don't use me. Devil not gonna use me. For Black History Month, I said I was gonna get the stroll, and then for Women's History Month, what Tiger say right there?
They want our rhythm.
They want our rhythm, but don't want our
blood.
Facts on that, Tiger. Facts on that. They don't want none of this smoke to come on.
Very well said.
The rest of that ninja gonna die.
From another thing, that nigga, facts. I just can't imagine the human shit, bro. My neighbor got human shit put on his car one day. And I was like, damn, that motherfucker must have something fucked up to somebody.
In the way the dude walked off like nothing.
But he kept going back to smear more on her, though.
Yeah.
He like he just mushed it and ran.
And then he joked about it. I don't know if you know the comments. He joked about it. He joked about it to the cops.
No,
he got to die.
Cursed out the judge.
Yo, here's some other wild ass news here. Jamie, I don't know where you find these damn stories. Michigan father kills his daughter to avoid paying child support.
Oh, you mother!
Wow. You know what? I'll say this. This is the first time since we've been doing this show where I read the headline and would not read any further.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
I didn't read any further. I was not interested in. There's nothing that could be said in that article that even comes close to making me understand this. So I didn't even read any further. I apologize to the audience, but I would not read the article.
He's worse than Ray Caruth, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, what kind of human being can kill his own child?
You only had to pay $167 a month.
Over $167 a month.
Now, let me say this. What I'm about to say is going to sound foul, okay? So this man turned like this after you met him and got in a relationship with him and had a kid with him.
Oh, here we go.
No. I'm saying, like, in other words, what I'm saying is, in other words, he went from good guy to complete otherworldly idiot over like
not idiot.
No,
I don't have enough, descriptive words that before I get the scroll or a lifetime scroll. What I'm saying is, in other words, what I'm saying is this: who is betting these dudes? Who is having children with these dudes? And I really don't even want to hear all the it ain't her fault. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm saying at the end of the day, who was this guy before this? That's what I want to know.
I agree with what you're saying. Because the thing is, don't tell me he didn't show signs of this type of behavior prior to this.
So a man that's capable of killing his child because he didn't want to pay $167 to actually kill his child, his own flesh. That man was somebody that you would sleep with. No, something's wrong.
Monique says, I'm so concerned with the amount of black men doing things that was only being done by other races. Yeah, I don't, you know what?
Malcolm X said it best a long time ago. He said we start mimicking the master.
I guess so, man.
So, but $167, I guarantee this brother looks like the type to buy 2 bottles of Hennessy, if not a month, maybe once a week, right? At $40, $50 a wop. Let's keep it a buck. You buying a 50 sack of weed, right? I bet you got $167 worth of Jordans on.
You got that.
Yeah. Like, come on, son, 167. You can find that shit. I don't even know. I can't do my math real fast, but I know that's divided by 4 weeks. What is that?
And that's D. That's why we know it's not about money. I mean, it's not about money. In other words, it could have been $10. In other words, this is a person who is a monster.
Yeah, it was personal.
Rob froze for a second. I thought Rob was about to say something. He froze for a second, Rob. Go ahead, man. You want to say something, Rob?
No, I did froze. Oh, what's going on with Kelvin? All right.
I'm frozen?
You was like distorted for a minute.
That's how mad I was at this whole situation.
What you about to say, Rodney?
No. I'm just saying it's not about the money. Like, I mean, how can you muster up that much evilness?
There you go. Thank you. It's demonic.
Child's life, demonic.
Right.
To even, first of all, for it to even come into your mind, and then you actually carried it out.
Yeah.
That's very sick, dude. That's real sick.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how they took him alive. Like, he didn't have the decency to off himself. Like, they took him alive for real. Like,
I just hope jail justice. I hope prison justice take care of that.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to isolate him. Because
and we need to stop that too. We need to stop that so the kid don't need to be protected. He need to be protected. No, let me run the penal system. I have the whole situation right in about a week and a half.
Yo,
everybody, you want to go to jail? No. Oh no.
No lie. One of my ex-friends, he was in jail, and he said, "Yo, when he said last time he went, he said he realized he's gonna go back because the culture changed. This is some weird shit. The culture changed because he said rapists, which he used to call tree jumpers, rape little girls and boys. He said he used to put them in population, get them fucked up. Now they all protected, like Rodney was saying.
Mhm.
So this guy's gonna be protected, and he's gonna be in what's the shit? Protected by PC, and nothing's gonna happen to him. That shouldn't let it go down. Like, you so tough to beat up. But how old is the baby?
4, something like that.
Go on there, fuck with Raheem. I've been there for 22 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of shit. Do that shit in there, bro.
She said this was definitely done to harm the mother. I agree, honey. For real, for real.
Yeah,
for
but
real.
then do the rake a roof. I'm not saying harm, like, but rake a roof. At least he went after. I'm not saying.
Let me run the judicial system. Let me run the penal system. You see how you be hitting the pothole or something? You wouldn't have no more potholes. You see how there's garbage on the street? Wouldn't be no more garbage on the street. No, I'm talking about get it right. I'm talking about no. Everybody say, I don't want to go to jail no more. That's the truth. No,
Wait.
Monique said that we as women took as much time picking out dick as we do our shoes, we might see a better world.
Send her a shirt. Send her.
Does she get the scroll for that?
Who, her?
No, she don't get the scroll. She get the applause. She get me to stand up and clap. She right. She absolutely right.
No, I'm just because she said that word. If D had said it, he probably would have got the scroll.
No, the person that gives the scroll actually allowed it to come on the show. So,
but I'm being fair. I'm just being fair.
Thank you.
You know what?
No disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect. What's the other word? Oh, no disrespect. Alleged. Yeah, no.
Alleged.
But you know what? She had to use that word for impact, and she was right.
No,
she's right.
I'm just joking.
She's
got a point.
Yeah, she got a serious point, man. I don't know, man. What's that? Okay, we got a few more minutes here. KRS-One, the rapper KRS-One, said that the size of your paycheck dictates the truth we all were willing to speak on. I think he's absolutely right. I'm not. Go ahead. Anybody thoughts on that, brothers?
I mean, if you've ever code switched at work, you know what I'm saying? This is along those lines, you know what I mean? So you know that there are certain things that you can say, certain ways of being that are acceptable in certain environments and around certain times, and people. So that's just what it is, So he's not lying, and that goes for everybody, no matter how much money you're making, how much money is on the line, So yeah, he's got a point, He's definitely got a point.
I agree with it, and it's a little tough for people in their situation because these guys haven't punched the clock in 35 years. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to be, kind of assimilate into some type of corporate setting or work. These guys, think about it. Look at the rappers. A lot of them that started out very early, getting discovered at 18 and 19 and 20. Even a lot of athletes. When you become a professional athlete, they know who you are usually by 13. 14. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys ain't never have a paper route. So yeah, you have to, it's part of living in this culture, this society.
Yeah. That's funny.
He doesn't have shit to do with his head.
It's horrible, man. But Jamie said he got a video for people want to understand. Jamie, can you play the video to KRS-One? What he said?
The smarter you get, it seems the dumber you get. The smarter our intellectuals become, the more cowardly they become. This has something to do with this colonial education we're getting, because I know some great black minds. I'm in the university system. I see these minds. I talk. People, great minds. But that paycheck is going to dictate what's going to come out that mind. Or come out the mouth of that mind.
And that paycheck is based off of that other piece of paper that they got to affirm their paycheck.
I got master's degree.
So therefore I get paid more.
I get paid more.
Therefore I'm controlled by your system.
I know the truth, but let me not speak it right now.
Nah, because I can't. I got to feed my family.
Right. Now, feeding your family is way more important than speaking the truth to a people that's going to treat you like they did Dr. King. If there was a reward to speaking truth, more people would.
Indeed.
Well, there's no
That's
reward.
not where the bag is. Like you said, the bag is in the fantasy.
See, that's what it is.
So everybody has to go back. So it's true.
Yo.
What you gonna say, Rodney?
Didn't Nick Cannon have to apologize for something he said that was true?
He did. He had to get it on his back. You're right, Rod. He did. He went up there. He had to talk to the rabbi. He had to kiss the ring. All that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it still goes back to what we said earlier. It's ownership. You don't own it. So you can take that great mind and you work for one of these companies. You work for Apple or you work for one of these companies. Tesla, whoever, yeah, you're going to capitulate. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
The thing is, I had this conversation with my kids, and I say, listen, when you become the boss, you can do what you want. You don't have to conform to society's rules to some degree.
Right.
You know what I mean? You dictate your own rules. I said, rich people make their own rules, and they don't let anybody tell them what to do.
Right.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
So you want to do what you want? You want to make decisions? Get rich. See how many decisions you can make.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, it's so funny. We have so much. We're so close that if we wanted to do it, we could shake this whole system up. We just can't get it together amongst ourselves.
It's unity, lack of unity.
That's it. We literally, if we could get it together ourselves. I always say right now. So what do you have? Like 600 guys in the NBA literally can get together and say, hey, we want to play on Friday nights. Let's rent the Staples Center out. We want to play on Saturday. Let's rent the Garden out. You actually do this and take the sales and split the money. We're just not going to do it.
I think the greatest opportunity that athletes had was the Colin Kaepernick situation. If they had rallied around him, they could have shut the league down.
Shut it down, bro.
What they did. That was the biggest opportunity, in my opinion, was that situation. If they had rallied around him and the stars that had long contracts and making big money said, no, we're not going to play until he comes back, then that would have gave them a lot of power, but they wasn't.
I agree. Do you know what I wish? I wish Kaepernick had Muhammad Ali's personality.
Yeah, not his personality, his strength.
No, but the personality.
But in other words, he would have been the right. If you would have had someone that could articulate what you just said, remember he never did that.
Yeah.
So in other words, he was peaceful with the knee, but also verbally he was peaceful. If you had somebody that actually could have come down and said whatever and articulated it and been able to lead it. He started the movement, but he couldn't lead it. And I think that hurt. He disappeared. Everybody spoke for him. Everybody spoke for him.
Right.
You heard everybody's voice but Caps.
But the thing is, that still comes down to strength and courage. The bottom line is,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah,
I agree.
The thing is, I still say they should have rallied around him. It wasn't that he was violating any rules. It's basically they didn't want him believing in what he believed in. They didn't want that because they didn't want other people doing it as well. So the thing is, if everybody had got together and said, no, this is not cool, we're going to shut this down.
And Rodney, I wish somebody could have just, and see, nobody says this. I wish somebody could have just said the truth. Yeah. The truth is, I don't look at the song like you look at it because I'm not treated like you're treated.
Correct.
So to me, it's not some type of spiritual song to me. Yeah. To me, it is just as divisive as the country is.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? In other words, you're saying, well, I'm gonna kneel because I want to draw attention to what's going on. I'm gonna kneel because I don't believe in the song. Right. See, nobody wants to. In other words, yes, it is the national anthem. We still treat it and being oppressed over here. So whether it's a national anthem or not, we're still not treated fairly. So in the speculation, the song doesn't hold the same value to me.
You do realize that the national anthem wasn't always played with the players on the field either.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Oh.
They think that that players always stood and held it. They didn't start doing the national anthem with the players out there until they were looking for recruitment for the military.
And also, the Army gave a big check to the NFL.
Yeah, that's right. They gave the Army, the military gave a check to the NFL, and then they started bringing them out there to stand out there to actually increase recruitment. That was how they came out to started doing it.
Yo, Kaepernick had a chance, man. I think his team of people too. Like his girlfriend said some off-brand shit when he's about to get the job with the Baltimore Ravens. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
She said some off-brand shit. Like it just I think I agree with both of y'all. He just needed. He had the great what he was trying to do, but he wasn't polished on, like you said, Kelvin. I think Rodney's strong.
Whenever you have a protest, right? You protest and there's a demand, right? But if I say, well, D, I'm gonna protest something, I'm not gonna eat again until there's world peace. Well, you can't have a definitive time for that. So therefore, you say I'm gonna kneel until people are treated right. Brown and black people are not gonna be treated right. So when the NFL says, "Hey, we'll give you all $100 million if you to invest in any group that you want to invest in," well, then that's how you negotiate. That's what they were saying. The NFL said, "Y'all stop this. We'll actually take each team and we'll donate money to the cause that y'all want." But you say, "I'm going to stick with the people until the people are treated, to poor people treated well or treated better." Well, when does that going to happen? How do you quantify that?
Yeah. And that goes back to what you were saying. The whole scenario was just too big for him as a person.
Yeah, he didn't have a rollout for it. He had an idea.
He just
That's why these things have to be channeled. Whenever you have ideas, they have to be channeled.
Right.
You know, and that's a reality. It's commendable, but it fizzled out, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was the basketball player's name that wouldn't stand for the national anthem?
Chris Jackson.
Abdul Mahmoud Raouf.
Yeah, there you go. That's the name I know.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't say that name. That's why I was just trying to go with the Chris Jackson. I know the brother was on Denver, but I always blow his name, and I don't want to disrespect the brother and try to say it.
And basically, they had to follow suit because when Chris Jackson did it, they didn't want that in the NFL. They didn't want that publicity and stuff because he gained a lot of publicity. And then when you look back, he was never really standing for the anthem. Some reporter just happened to notice it one day and wrote an article about it, and it just blew up.
Oh, that was what's his name too? Wasn't Beast Mode used to sit down?
Oh, you're talking about
from Seattle,
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch landed on his feet, man. He got commercials, endorsement.
He didn't give a fuck. He stayed true to who he was.
Yeah, he stayed true to who he was.
And you
didn't buckle.
And you gotta have great talent. He had great talent.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to have that. If you don't have that,
the game.
But I tell people that the more talented you are, the more power you have.
Yeah.
Because what you made trying to lose you.
Yeah, Kaepernick was good, but he wasn't great.
He had fallen off by then. People don't want to admit that. Same thing with Ray Rice. If Ray Rice would have been Aaron Rodgers and hit that woman at the elevator, my man got a fine, a suspension, been right back.
Yeah.
But Ray Rice was a running back who was old, and it was at the end of his line. That was it.
Do you think if Colin Kaepernick had won that Super Bowl he was in, do you think he would have more power by having a ring?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
His talent was okay, but
he was already waning. He was coming off the bench for Gabrick.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And I don't know what happened to him after the Super Bowl. Well, he lost his coach. His coach went to Michigan, so I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. But anyhow, let me ask you guys a question. If you could preview your relationship before, this for the women too, before your first date, would you do it? Jamie, can you play the video? And I'm gonna give this credit to the Black Couple Revolution. Jamie, play this.
That shit look too perfect.
Too perfect.
But what is the concept here? Like,
I don't know, they say preview. I think that part looked too perfect. I wish it would have been like a story, like you just went on a date. It would have showed something different. I don't know. I would have did the video different. But
beautiful couple.
Beautiful couple if they really are a couple. You know, I always have my doubts about certain stuff. But the thing is, every man here knows that that's not realistic image.
Fact. Everything is great. That's
correct. Everything it's not always great.
Instagram bullshit right there.
To tell you the truth, the most successful relationships that's going to wind up being long term, you're going to have to go through some shit together.
Facts.
That's what's going to build your relationship. It's not always being on vacation. We work out together. We both got the perfect bodies and all that stuff like that. Because Father Tom is going to catch that ass at some point.
Hell yeah.
But I'm trying to get what. So the question is, if you could preview your relationship, would you get into it beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, listen. I think that happens. How did it end? You know what I mean? Are you divorced? Are you together still? I mean,
So in other words, if I can see the future, would I go forward?
Would you have went on the first date? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you have gone on that first
All right,
date?
so the woman that cheated on me, no, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I
got some relationships in the past, long time ago, that I would never want to do them again.
Right.
They were freaking horrible.
It just seems very rhetorical. That's why I was just curious.
But those perfect images. I mean, like, we all know as older men now that those are not realistic. That's not realistic. Not realistic.
No, every day ain't no fucking drinks with salt around the glass every day. And shit.
I looked at it like that.
Every day. That shit ain't happening. We know that shit ain't happening. Every day we work out and the sun is perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You got that pothole.
It looks like it's all vacation stuff. So that's cool though. Just whatever.
Someone waking up with that bonnet.
Where's that video at, right? Where's the bonnet video at?
I don't think those images are good for couples. I really don't. Because it gives men and women this false perception of how their relationship is. It's not realistic. It's not realistic at all. But I mean, I don't think I've had a six-pack since I was 19 years old.
But I think
it's like get one again.
It's like anything else, though. I mean, if you know then what you know now, of course you approach things differently. You know what I'm saying? You could if you could avoid all potholes in life or traffic jams, you would.
Yeah.
But you can't. That's part of life. That's what it is. So you got to kind of take that plunge to know. You know what I'm saying? There's a vulnerability in not knowing.
Facts, Monique. Monique says sometimes you have to have a bad relationship to cherish the one you have. That's why I talk to my wife. I call my wife's ex-husband my homeboy. That's my man. Stop talking about him. You know what I mean? He's doing my job easy. You know what I mean? That's my man.
Yo, you can't go wrong after him, right?
Low hanging fruit right there.
Now Derik grabbing at the air. They can right here. Derik grabbing these shit.
No, but I agree with Monique. You have to have some bad relationships to actually shape you as well, Monique. Make you a better person because you come out of it. You should come out of it better.
It's all about perspective.
Correct. It helps you to learn how you want to be treated and how to treat other people as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every bad relationship, I definitely felt I walked away from it as a better person.
But the good thing is you didn't know it was bad from the gate. Some people.
Oh, I knew that shit was bad. That's why I got out of it.
Some people I knew it killed 4 people, but I just thought he changed. I mean,
man.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
Fellas, man, we passed our time, man. This was another great show, man. We'll catch everyone next week. Thanks for following us, showing us love. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend about the brothers, and let's chop it up. Peace, and peace.